Welcome to the high seas of Kal'add. I'm so glad to have all of you back. We have our final episode of this season tonight. Welcome back to Kal'add. But before we get into the game, we have some quick updates. Next week, on Sunday, we have our game of Yup. Yep. Yet another adventure fighter. Yep. And on the 30th, it is looking like it's the 30th, we will have our Pride Monster of the Week game where Noah from DM will be GMing his first game.
Bunch of super queer monster hunters getting together, having a good time.
Be gay, solve crimes.
Yes.
Sounds great. I'm very excited to watch the party for that one. What happened last episode? Our party chatted with Longneck, got some information about the Life Stone. You headed back to Stormbreak Harbor in a rush, chasing the Kinku on a little fast ship, and leaving the ship's crew behind. They may or may not be salty on the Discord channel. If you'd like to be part of the ship's crew, you can join the Discord channel. I believe they will be playing a game simultaneous to this one that is happening right now on the Discord channel.
Yeah. Join and you can be salty too.
Yeah.
Listen, all I'm saying is it was either leave them behind or say the week's worth of RP that you've done doesn't matter anymore because I say so. So, remember that for next time.
Yeah, so I believe there was a kiss that was shared between some party members last episode.
The gasp.
You found your way back through some caverns that you explored earlier in the season. Got back to the waterfall chamber, dispatched quickly of some relatively weak Kinku. There was quite this miming chat with Little Cutie, the enlivened curse on Riesling. You poured some magical blood into the basin. It animated and seemed to bring to life the caverns that you're in, pulsing with light, just like a blood flowing through veins. You pass through a previously triggered trap room with multiple dead Kinku, and you have now found yourself in a large cavernous room, almost like a cathedral. At the very top, a hole in the roof that a beam of moonlight comes down onto a large pedestal, a pedestal that you could walk up to and kind of stand on in the center of the room. On the far side is a large round doorway, and on it is a large eye. This is the room that we left off in. What would you like to do?
Does it look like anybody has seen us come in?
I mean, besides the group that you killed, no.
Okay, perfect.
Those noticed, but,
They noticed, and then they quickly no problem.
They were dealt with.
Perfect.
Saved.
So,
Your bacon.
moving in, does it look like anybody's doing anything in the room? Like, do I see anybody else, or is it sort of empty?
This room is relatively empty. You do see some scuff marks as if people have moved through here, even all the way up to the door as if they walked through it.
Okay. Gonna look back at the rest of the group like, well, moving forward, should we scout ahead? Like, what's
I'm gonna go up to the big eye.
Oh, okay, yep, goodbye.
You travel across this large chamber and you get to the eye door. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look at it with my special eye and see if I see
Special eye.
my special eye.
Once again, this whole chamber seems alive and almost circuitry of life energy that all seem pointed in the direction through this door. However, this door itself is not necessarily alive.
I'm gonna poke it.
It's a door. It feels like it's probably made of stone. It's not a mimic. luckily.
Thankfully, it doesn't stick to your hand.
It does not stick to your hand. It does not bite you. It feels cold to the touch. You feel like it's probably stone.
Is there anything on that pedestal in the middle of the room? I'd like to walk up to that.
There's nothing necessarily on the pedestal, just where the beam of light kind of lands.
I'd like to pass my hand through the beam of light.
Nothing happens. It just
Okay.
it casts a shadow
I'm
on the
just playing.
floor and
Is there any obvious way to open the door? Does it just have a handle or?
no, there's no obvious there's no door handle, there's no latch to it, there's no
Okay.
lock.
Are there any ridges that I could grab a hold of or anything like that?
Around kind of like the shape of the eye, there's some ridges, but they would be like finger crimping ridges if you're a rock climber. But
Okay. I'm gonna take one of my darts and just kind of poke at the ridges to make sure that there's no traps there.
yeah, nothing necessarily happens. It feels relatively smooth. It seems like it's well crafted.
All right, I'm gonna put my dart away. I'm gonna grab the ridge and I'm gonna try to pull the door open.
Give me a strength check.
All right.
Can I go over and help?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Okay.
that's with advantage, or do you want?
Roll separately or give advantage?
Go ahead and give them advantage.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Tanky tower.
Thanks for that. Yes. Plus 2, so 19 total.
Yeah, it just does not budge at all.
Oof.
That's a
You
heavy
try
one,
several
guys.
different directions and it doesn't move. You don't feel
All right,
like
move aside, Solarum.
All right.
strength is the way through this.
I'm just gonna try. Yeah. 14.
You kind of grab the edge and you pull and yank on it, and then you just lose your grip and kind of fall and stagger a little
I
bit.
catch her.
Okay.
I am going to go where the pedestal is and
beam.
I am going to pull out my moon sickle.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I'd like to reflect the moonlight on my sickle onto the door.
Okay. As you do so, the door immediately lights up blue, yet does not budge or move. But it does seem like it immediately reacted to what you're doing.
Are there any other mirrors in the room? Like mummy this?
There are no mirrors in this room. The eye itself, as the light kind of catches it, you can see that the eye is painted red. Yet this moonlight kind of illuminates this bluish hue.
Hey, Riesling,
Yeah?
do you have any more blood?
I mean, we used your stash to open the other door. I have my stash.
Do you want to dab a little on the eye, maybe?
Won't that give it pink eye?
I think it'll be okay.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. And just one fingerful because I'm saving some in case little cutie needs more. I'm trying to be conservative with my stash. I'm gonna do one finger little dab and then poke the eye in the middle of the iris with the magic.
You poke the eye and you can see the blood kind of glisten on the stone of the eye, and it slowly absorbs into the eye. And the chamber, the flashing, pulsing kind of gets a little bit stronger, but still the door does not budge.
Give me that. Can I have a little bit more? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Fine, I give her the thing.
I'm gonna take it like a drop and smear it on my sickle. See if it maybe
Reflects red light now.
reflects red light. I don't know if that'll work.
Yeah, as you do it, it seems to dim the light a little bit. It seems a little less reflective, but it doesn't quite change the color and the
Hit the door once
Riesling
more.
had the right idea. We need more.
It was.
I will let
Kiori's
Bella
Kiori had the right idea.
do a history check.
Oh, the map! Okay.
Well, that was what I was going to give you, so.
It's
30-20.
It was a 21 for the history check anyway.
In your head, like, the map.
The map. Hold on, you guys. I just like scream out the
pops
map.
into your head.
Map.
You had the exact discovery in character that you would have had.
It says, nope, that's map. It says blood spilled on the map revealed new. Oh, nope. Something magical about it. Moonlight. Dakota. Okay. None of that is helpful because Bella's not helpful. I take out the map and I hold it up to the moonlight.
It just kind of blocks the moonlight. The eye isn't currently
Can I see?
on it.
Okay. Blood.
I'm gonna take my moon sickle and like wipe the blood.
Yeah, I was about to like take a
Onto
fingerful
the-
from like the
I'll
sword
just
and just be
wipe
like,
my sickle
like
onto
finger
it.
paint
Just
on
use
the
the
map.
map as a rag.
You use the map as a rag to clean off
Clean
the
off your
sickle.
sword.
And
Thank you.
the map immediately grows transparent in the center and an eye shape, a red eye shape.
Hold it up to the eye on the door.
And as the beam of moonlight bounces off the sickle and through the map, it illuminates out and illuminates the eye, and the door lifts up, revealing a tunnel going down.
You guys, I did it! I solved the mystery.
That was impressive, Captain.
We did it.
We did.
We did it.
I did Jack and nothing.
Oh, I meant me and Bella, not you.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, okay.
Agreed.
That tracks.
There's no we there.
As we has been defined, the door reaches the top, and the sounds of it lifting kind of settle, and kind of off in the distance from down in wherever this tunnel leads, you hear the clang and clamor of combat.
Sounds like somebody's having not a great time over there.
Do you want me to stealth ahead?
If you could, I think that might be.
Actually, you might have a higher dex than me, but I can still try.
So my stealth is only a +4.
I've got this.
Okay,
All right.
Mr. Kitty Man.
All right.
The biggest one is gonna stealth.
Yeah. That's gonna be a 17.
So your stealth, you're moving down through the door, and tell me
Right
exactly what you'd like to do.
down the tunnel. All right. So you see me kind of melt into the shadows. I'm along the side, and I'm crouched down so that if my head like peeks around a corner, I'm not at standard head level. I can. How far down the tunnel can I see?
Well, the tunnel seems to proceed down maybe like 100, 150 or so feet as it kind of meanders down. You go a little ways, and at maybe like 50 or 60 feet, you definitely hear the sounds start to get a little louder. Tell me how far you'd like to go and how far away from the rest of the party you're going to go.
Okay, I'm going to go as far as I can before I see movement or activity, and then stop.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check as well.
All right.
What do your monk eyes see?
Not a whole lot.
Not a lot.
That's a nat 1.
Oh,
So a total of 2.
You slink down, getting your head as low as possible so you can barely see under this bridge. And you see a mass of kind of like black fog in this next chamber. And you just really can't distinctly tell what the heck's going on. And you feel like if you go any further, you'll be out.
Yeah, I'll be
Visible.
discovered. Yeah, I'll be visible. So I'll go ahead and slink back up to the group. Report. It looks like they're kicking up a lot of dust down there. It's going to be pretty hard to sneak up on anybody. But
Okay.
it's about
Hard?
It was about right. Yeah.
Wait, but there's dust, so it'll like block their vision, right?
It's pretty easy to track somebody through dust, though. You're looking at displacing and Have you ever like run through fog? And there's that big old trail that goes behind you.
Oh, but it goes like whoosh.
Yeah, but you can follow the whoosh.
Follow the. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Maybe initially, but like if we wanted to attack.
Did you see who was fighting?
I couldn't make it out. No, like I said, there was a lot of dust being kicked up down there.
A lot of whooshing.
A lot of whooshing. More than 2 people fighting though.
I mean,
It's 2 large groups.
Maybe they're friends, and we don't have to sneak up, and we can just walk in.
If you want to take that chance, I'm with you.
Allied with.
Ourselves, I think.
And we are all
And
here.
Longneck.
And
Yeah.
Longneck, I guess,
We've
technically
got
for the time
his-
being, but he's not here either.
Right.
We make great friends.
We make wonderful friends.
And we left our crew back, so it's not them.
He's definitely not them.
I mean, I could go ahead and maybe create some chaos.
I got it.
Good.
I got it. Okay, you, because you're small, you can be small, right? So you can be like under the dust, so you won't get as much of a whoosh. Or if it is, it'll be like foot level and nobody will like see. So you go on ahead. I'll follow. I'll stay within about 100 feet of you. And then you tell me what you see, because I'll cast message. And so we
She's
can
not
like,
dead. I thought you could talk to the dead.
I can talk to anybody now. Like, keep up. I'm just super powerful and amazing.
That is impressive, Captain.
And you hear in your head as I cast message, I go, yeah, Riesling. See, I can talk to anybody, but like and you're like getting it in your head. It's like this weird echo effect because I have to actually like say it, so it's like a weird.
I get a reverb.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I'll change into my fox form.
Okay.
And I'll run down the hall into the chaos.
And I will follow, staying within about 100 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to be right on the cat and just making sure that.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure message is like
I'm right on
125 feet.
Solarum.
Okay.
Right.
So the 4 of you start
120.
heading down the tunnel. You proceed and get about 5 or 10 feet. Riesling, you get about 5 or 10 feet beyond the doorway, and the eye door shuts behind you. Is the party trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
I'm not really. I'm
Okay.
not.
Since you're in the lead, it's really your distinction. So the party comes down and gets to the end of this tunnel. As you peek through and see into this larger chamber, there is kind of a black fog that hangs over this entire chamber. In the middle, directly in front of you, you see 4 figures, several Kinku doing battle with them. And these Kinku breathe their last breath as each of them are dispatched. 3 of them look towards you, and a 4th one, seeing you, turns around and proceeds down further into the chamber. Off at the end of the chamber, you see a number of more Kinku dead lying around the chamber. A pile of them kind of far off into the distance, where you can see some more Kinku are gathering themselves for combat. These 3 shadowy figures stand and turn to you. And as the mist and fog that they're made of congeals, you see an image, one that looks like Kaori, one that looks like Riesling, and one that looks like Luna. And the 3 of them stand in your way, blocking your path.
Does only Kaori see that, or do we all see that?
Kaori sees it first,
She's
but I
pushing it
assume
behind.
since you're right on them and you're not hiding, I think all of you would probably see it as soon as you pull up.
I want to like swipe at it.
So you, as you enter into this chamber and approach to do combat, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Oh, jeez. Are we all rolling initiative?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
Not great.
Riesling, what do you have?
I don't like this, guys.
I got 6.
Okay.
I got a 13.
13.
11.
Okay. These 3 figures turn to you, and with this act of aggression, they know that combat has started. First, Shadow.
I wasn't trying to be mean. I just was gonna like swipe.
Shadow Riesling turns and looks at all of you. A large mace floating over her head. She looks at you, Solarum, and a star on her face seems to glow. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Jeez, I am not good at those, guys.
You're a monk.
Not good at those.
Don't you get those as a monk?
Normally, yes. I did not put that through as my high stat. It's not my dump stat, but it's not my high stat. That is going to be a 9.
Oh no.
Your body freezes, and you are paralyzed. You will be able to make another wisdom save at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
And this mace floating over her head flies towards you, Riesling. Does a 17 hit?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yep, AC is 16.
Okay. Luckily, you only take 4 damage from it.
Whew. Alrighty. Don't like that. I'm just like, hey, I would not do that. I don't know who that person is. But
What is
I would never do that.
your AC?
My AC is 16.
The shadow of Luna runs towards you, seeming to disappear as she runs through Harley, recongealing after her, and stabs into you with a rapier.
Okay.
6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Can I do silvery barbs
16.
on that with my reaction?
What does silvery barbs do?
So it makes them make the attack ability check or saving throw again. So basically, and they have to take the lower. So
Reroll.
now she has disadvantage.
She had advantage, and I didn't use it, so I'm just gonna have it hit still.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do I have to spend the spell slot?
I'll roll again, but I mean, yeah. So that since you are paralyzed, that's an automatic crit. So that is 28 damage.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good grief.
Shadow Kaori. The version of you looks at your little fox form and shifts into this almost demon-esque looking wolf-like fox. Growls, gnashes its teeth, and tries to bite you. What is your AC?
12.
It does not hit. Solarum, it is your turn. You are paralyzed.
I get another wisdom save, right?
You get a wisdom save
Right.
for the end of your turn.
13.
It's a 16 that you're trying to beat.
Whew, wow.
So, no, I'm still paralyzed.
GLHFTD.
All right, Bella, it is your turn.
Okay. Looking at what Luna just did to Solarum, I basically go target locked.
Mhm.
And I square up against her. I get. Because she's within melee range of him, right? Because she just
You
stabbed the
have
crap out of him.
Sneak
Okay.
attack.
Cool. All right. Going to attack. Stabby stab with the rapier. I meant to give myself advantage. Because Silvery Barb, since I spent the spell slot, even though she still made her thing, I get advantage on.
Okay.
I can give somebody advantage, and I was going to do me. So let's go.
Riesling, you're on deck.
18 and a 16 plus 7, so 22, 25. No, 25. 25 with the 18.
You absolutely hit.
Okay.
Let's
go.
With your rapier seems to find purchase in the shadowy form of Luna.
Okay. Okay, so that's 6 plus 2, 8 plus another 7, 15 points of damage.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Riesling, it's you. Harley, you're on deck.
Alrighty, I am seeing that massive hit to Solarum. I'm just gonna go and second level cure wounds him for 11 points back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that is my turn.
Bonus action, actually. I forgot that bonus actions were a thing. It's been a while. Can I give him inspiration with my bonus action?
Sure.
All
You
right.
are inspired!
Thank you. I have, it's a D4?
It's a
still?
D6.
D6, great. I'll put that to the side as my inspiration.
All right. Kaori, it's you. Well, do you have a bonus action? Riesling?
No. That's my turn.
All right. Kaori, it's you.
Okay. Remind me, in my fox form, it's different from wild shape, right?
Yes, it's basically the same as all the rest of your hit points, and basically it's the same as you. You have just changed your shape.
I'm a fox. Okay. Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second.
You're so
Okay,
shadowy.
I'm going to use my bonus action to wild shape into a giant fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just basically am going to grow
Yeah.
into a giant fox and use my action to pounce. So run and hit with a claw attack, and the target must succeed a strength saving throw.
Who are you attacking?
Me. Kaori. The other
No.
Kaori.
Me, have a
It succeeds
attacked
its strength
myself.
saving throw. Go ahead and give me damage.
Oh,
Or did you hit? What was your... I
Oh.
assume you probably hit. It's not hard to hit.
give me 1 sec. A 10?
10 does not hit.
Dang it. I'm not rolling well. Okay.
Alrighty, so back to Shadow Riesling. Shadow Riesling launches this beam of light at you, Riesling, and the light just seems to dissipate and fade before it hits you. Angered, this smoke mace flies at you, and again, you're able to dodge it.
Yeah, I'm like, suck it. You ain't nothing.
And a 22 definitely hits you, Solarum.
Oh, boy.
That's 12, 16.
Oh, Jesus.
Not
so
enjoying
20.
these sounds.
So we can
That's 26 damage.
I'm down.
He's down.
I'm down.
Absolutely.
Once again the rapier slides into you and pierces deep. Did you get healed from Riesling?
I did.
Okay. I just want to make sure and you're
Yeah.
still down.
That's the only reason why he's not dead.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
The yes, and pulls it out, and you feel the life start to come out of you. What I'm going to have you do is, as you start taking death saves next turn, instead of telling me if you succeed or fail, if you fail, tell me what portion of your life flashes before you.
Oh, God.
But if you succeed, I'll tell you what you see.
All right.
Well, we could do that now. 'Cause I think
Twisted.
you're next.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Oh, wait, no, because there's other
There's
people,
another
right?
one. This shadowy wolf-like fox comes at you, Kaori, biting down on your leg. You take a total of 5 damage.
Just letting you know, I'm sure it passed this, but my AC is now up to 13 and not 12. So I'm sure it hit me, but you know, one point might make a difference.
I rolled a 19 and it has a +5.
Yeah.
So
I
it's.
just figured I would put it out there. That's all.
Okay.
Ouch.
And the way you're seeing this in your mind, let me know if anybody passes, like attacks opportunity chances, sort of things. Like if anybody enters and leaves melee range, since you don't have a map, I'm kind of relying on you knowing what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, Luna was previously engaged with Solarum.
Mm-hmm.
If she leaves Solarum and doesn't attack anybody besides you, then there would be an opportunity attack.
And the other two are far enough away where, like, as they're moving, they're not coming within range of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solarum?
Yes.
It's your turn.
All right.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh.
I'm gonna add my
inspiration.
Add my inspiration to a save.
I will allow it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
What part of your past do you see?
We're gonna go from most recent on back. So, the first thing that flashes before my eyes is an image of Kaori's face blushing as she says thanks and runs away.
Ugh.
Tears.
That's rough.
Don't
All right.
like this.
It's rough, buddy. All
It
right.
is your turn.
All right. Seeing him go down, I'm just going to be like, no! And I am going to pump a healing word into you.
Okay.
Be like, get up, buddy. And that's a D4, right? It's a D4 plus my charisma, I believe. Yep. Oh, 7.
Nice.
7 heal points into you, baby.
You feel this energy come back into you. You are no longer paralyzed and able to move again as your eyes open. You look down the chamber and off kind of in the distance. You see this figure, a figure made of shadows, but of scars that looks like some sort of like tentacle has attacked him. This shadowy figure walks and steps onto the pile of Kenku bodies. And you see the shadowy figure light itself on fire and shoot a beam of fire out. Many of these other Kenku flee away from it, as you are now no longer under the effects of hold person. Is that your turn?
Nope. I now have an action because healing word is a bonus action.
Awesome.
So I'm going to attack Luna.
Okay.
Yeah, Luna's got to go. Got to go.
Okay, so that's plus 7, 13. 13.
13 does not hit.
No. Okay.
And
She's just like super scary. I need to remember that I can inspire myself.
Okay. It is you, Riesling. Harley, you're on deck. Kaori's on deck.
All right. Is there a way to like shimmy myself in between Solarum and Luna? Like so that she stops stabbing the heck out of him, maybe tries to stab me a little bit instead.
You
probably not spaces.
You could probably do that. However, you would probably provoke an opportunity attack from your shadow self.
Oh, I forgot. She's a brat. Whatever. That's fine. Like, whatever. Go ahead. Opportunity attack me.
Okay.
Because we need to keep Solarum up.
She does not hit.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
You get yourself in between Luna and Solarum. What would you like to do? You still have your action.
I'm going to, as my action, channel my divinity, Twilight Sanctuary. Sanctuary. That's a real word.
Absolutely.
So at the end of everyone's turn, you're going to get to a d6 plus 5 temp hit points. So everyone's going to get wrapped in little streams of white bubble wrappy type light that's going to surround them and hopefully keep people from dying.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's my turn.
Do you have a bonus action?
I do not.
Okay. Kaori, it's your turn.
Are we still surrounded by this fog dust?
As you look around, this chamber just kind of has this almost sentient black mist. As you watch it and you look up, it seems to wrap itself around the stalactites up above and start to condense. A couple stalactites off in the distance drip with this almost condensed black mist.
How far above are they?
About 30 feet. The chamber's about 30 feet tall.
How do I know what my jump? How do I know how high I can jump?
I'm
a large beast.
You probably have a jump at max of 10 feet.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to bite.
Okay, go ahead, give me that roll.
I'm going to bite, yes. Um, 16?
16 hits?
Yeah. Okay.
Get him.
And then
Get him.
okay. 7 points of piercing damage.
Heck yes.
Okay, noted.
And for my bonus action, I want to get out of my fox form. I will
Okay.
revert back to me.
Alrighty, sounds good.
All right. Roll your temp hit points, d6 plus 5.
Me?
Yeah.
Yep. If
everybody.
you're within 30 feet of me.
Yay!
Get some bubble wrap.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. I'm done.
Riesling.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Shadow Riesling shoots another beam of light at you. This beam of light hits you, and pain starts to sear from you. Go ahead and take 10 points of damage. The next attack against you has advantage.
And as Riesling just attacked Riesling, within 5 feet of me, I get my Sentinel attack as a reaction.
It is not a melee attack, though.
Oh, this isn't a melee attack? Let me just double
It was
check.
a guiding
Bolt.
bolt.
It was a flavored guiding bolt, yes.
Yeah.
The spiritual weapon swings towards you and does not hit.
I'm like dodging, like, huh.
Yeah, I think you have to have Mage Slayer to attack
Yep.
or
Yep.
spells to provoke attacks.
And that 10
opportunity.
points only came out of my temp hit points, so I'm still good.
So, just to confirm here, is that Riesling within 5 feet of me?
No.
No, okay.
It's probably about 10 feet away from you
All right.
because
She's blasting.
Riesling moved to
Did
you.
move me, okay.
What is your AC, Riesling?
It is 16.
Luna as well swings at you and just does not hit.
Would you
Is-
have to
afraid of
leave
me.
my melee range?
Riesling got in between Luna and Solarum.
Okay, so neither of them are next to me.
I mean, Riesling is in between you and Luna.
Okay, so they're, yeah, just making sure from the Sentinel point of view that none of these provoke opportunity attacks.
Kaori, the shadow version of you, tries to take a bite and just does not get purchase as you seem to, as it leaps towards you, you shape change, and what was once there is somewhere else. It is your turn, Solarum.
All right.
And you can move this time.
I was going to say, since none of them are within 5 feet of me, I can also move backwards and not take any of their... So I'm going to... I just want to clarify this one rule, because ranged attacks have advantage if I'm prone, correct?
Range attacks have disadvantage if you're prone.
Disadvantage if I'm prone. Okay, so then I'll get up. And I'll move 20 feet back to the edge of the chamber, and I'm going to go ahead and use my flurry of blows to chuck 3 darts at the Shadow Riesling.
Okay.
So that'll be 3 separate attacks here.
Alrighty.
So that is going to be a 20...
20-something will
20
hit.
something will hit. Okay. A 15
Does not hit.
Okay, and then I rolled a lower on the other one, so that doesn't hit either. So I hit him with one of the darts. So that's going to be 1d4 plus 7. So that's going to be 8 damage as the dart shoots into the...
For minimum amount of damage you could possibly do.
Right.
That's pretty gnarly.
It's you.
Okay. Luna. I'm gonna get her down. I am at this point, so she's engaged with Riesling. Okay.
Kind of Riesling and you.
Okay. I just need to make sure because of sneak attack stuff. So, I'm going to attack her. First, I'm going to bonus action inspire myself. I am the greatest there ever was, and I'm gonna kick this cat's butt. 14 plus 7, 21.
That hits.
Shit. Okay.
Oh, at the end of my turn, I also...
Yeah, roll that 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to remind.
No, it's all good. What was it, plus 6, right?
So that's...
Plus 5.
Plus 5.
How big is
6
that
plus
range?
5. 30 feet.
Okay. So we'll say you're right, just barely within that. Then.
17 points of damage.
17, okay. That's,
Yeah, I'm just 20 feet back from Riesling, so I'm still within the
Okay.
range.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Riesling, it's you. Kaori, you're on deck.
Alrighty, so I am, the intention is I'm gonna mace attack, and then for my bonus action, spiritual weapon attack. Or cast it, and I can do
spiritual weapon.
Yeah, summon it. So I'm gonna swing my mace just regularly at Shadow Luna.
Okay.
So, that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty, and is she evil? Could I get additional d6 if she's evil?
I will allow it, yeah.
Yes! Oh, this is the good mace. That good mace. Oh, it's 2 6s! So
Yeah.
12 plus 3 is 15 points of damage to Luna.
Nice.
Heck yes.
How would you like to do that?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, you hurt my friend, and I'm gonna like baseball swing it at her skull.
Yes.
Okay. As you baseball swing it, it hits her skull and drags her along with it until her whole body just breaks apart back into this black mist that joins the rest of the mist swirling around and congealing on the ceiling. Yeah, it's your turn, Kaori.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam
Okay.
at the 3rd level.
Yeah.
Moonfire.
What is that
So
saving
it's
throw?
it's a Constitution.
It does not succeed. I assume that
Nice.
you're attacking Shadow Kaori.
Yes, I am attacking Shadow Kaori. Okay, so 3d10. Let's see. Are you kidding me? Five points of damage.
Off 3d10? Woo! Okay.
However, a shape changer makes its saving throw a disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and cannot assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Okay. Immediately it reverts back into the version that seemed just like you. Does that happen before or after damage?
If it fails. I don't know. It doesn't. It just says if it fails
Okay.
the throw.
Probably simultaneously.
Okay. A beam of light coming off of Shadow Riesling heads towards you, Solarum.
Uh-huh.
What is your AC again?
It is 16.
It hits you.
Wait, no, sorry. No. My bad.
Sorry, I have a question. So it reverted back to me?
A shadow version of you, yeah.
But that's not its original form.
It is in this case.
Should it go back to shadowy stuff?
Black mist.
Right, because it should go back to its original form.
Nah,
'cause it failed its save.
It goes back to its shadow form of you.
It's a punk.
It's a punk.
Okay.
So yeah, 16. Sorry.
Okay. 4d6. 5. 10. You take 12 points of damage. The next attack against you has advantage.
Okay.
Riesling, a mace again made of shadows flying through the air, swings at you and misses.
I'm just dancing.
What is your AC, Kaori?
I'm sorry?
What's your AC?
It is 11.
11. A whip of thorns comes out of the shadow version of you, wrapping around you, and little pinpricks pierce you all through your skin. You take 4 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, make sure you rolled temp hit points for your last turn.
Every time?
Yep.
Yep, it's every time. Every time you end within 30 feet of me, you get to roll new temp hit points.
And what is it?
Amazing.
D6 plus 5. So it might come out of that completely. Well, it will come out of that because it's plus 5.
Solarum, it is your turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm not doing too well. Is there any cover nearby?
Not
Like
a ton right here.
Or anything
No.
like that? Okay, stalagmites, I guess. All right, so if there isn't any cover, then add as much of an advantage as I can be. So I'm gonna go ahead and flurry of blows, do another 3 darts.
Absolutely.
All right, that's not gonna hit. That's not gonna hit. That's 21.
21 to who?
To Riesling.
Okay, that hits.
All right, and that's gonna be 1d4 plus 7.
Nice.
So it's going to be 13. Or no, sorry, 11. 11
Okay.
damage, piercing damage.
Sounds good.
All right.
Bella, it's your turn. Everybody go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Oh, 4.
Oh, not 20.
20, baby.
Good, because I got a 7.
What's yours, Carrie?
11.
11. Okay. Go ahead and do your turn.
Okay. Who is still up and engaged with people?
Shadow Kaori and Shadow Riesling.
Okay. I'm going to go over to Shadow Riesling, and I am going to square up so that I can get sneak attack, do a little flanking action here, and I'm going to stab. That is a 16 on the die, so that's going to be a 23.
A 23
To
hits.
Sweet. So that's plus 4, 12, 15, 18.
18 damage?
18 points of damage.
Do it. End spirit me.
Tell me what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just basically with sort of this almost dance-like graceful dexterity, Bella comes around to the back and stabs her rapier up through the back of Shadow Riesling, and as she pulls the rapier out, I imagine that's when it dissipates and goes wherever it goes when it's done.
Yeah, absolutely. It dissipates, and you can kind of see it hang there for a second as it almost living starts to head back towards these stalactites. The three of you are paying attention to the shadow and what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Solarum, you hear something and look back at that other figure, that fourth one that's down the chamber.
Right, the one that was fighting the Kenku.
And you see him throw his fist into the air.
Uh-huh.
And as you do that, the world lurches. You fly towards the ceiling.
Oh no!
Everyone in the chamber flies towards the ceiling. You all take 7 points of damage as you collide into the ceiling. Go ahead and make a dex saving throw for me, all of you. You see all the Kenku also fly towards the ceiling as the gravity is reversed in this chamber.
Do I get any sort of advantage for catching that?
I will. That's more for the perception is for the information of what's going on.
He made it happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And don't forget your 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Ouch. So dex save?
Dex save. Everybody takes 7 points of the dex save. It's to determine if you can avoid the stalagmites on the ceiling.
That is going to be a 13.
16.
Or no, sorry, 16.
You go ahead and take another 6 damage. What is your dex save, Kaori?
6.
You take that extra damage as well.
I'm sorry, what was the damage?
I believe it's 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I take the extra 6 damage as well?
I think you 16 you made.
16 made it? Okay.
You're fine. The two of you hit stalagmites and you can kind of feel this slimy ooze that's starting to gather on him as it's sucking the smoke towards it. Riesling, it is your turn. Shadow Kaori lies prone on the ground.
And is the ground now the ceiling?
Yeah, the ground is now the ceiling.
Can I get to her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna go whack her with my mace, and she's evil, so hopefully I'll get some extra damage if I hit. Is it advantage because she's prone?
Yep.
Cool. Ooh, there's a 17 plus 6. Math. That's gonna hit. Cool. For 8 plus 3, 11 points of damage.
Ouch. Was that hard?
Okay.
Oh yeah, not paralyzed, prone.
That was my regular mace, and then I also have my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Which I would then like to also wackadoo the
Add advantage.
with. Add advantage. Oh yeah, already. So that is rolling dice. Ooh, 2 5s. Don't think that's gonna hit. So 5 plus 6 to hit is 11. Does 11 hit?
Yeah. Well, meets it, beats it.
Oh, hey.
Really? Oh
Hey.
yeah.
Not high AC.
That's a
D8.
D8.
This is uniform AC.
All right, so that's 11 points of damage because I rolled an 8.
Jeez. Okay. Kaori, it's your turn. Shadow version of you is on the ground.
Kick its butt.
I can use. So I'm going to use my action to move my beam to where Shadow Kaori is again.
Okay. The beam almost reverses, now aiming towards the ceiling. Go ahead and it's a con save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Con save for half damage. Is the save 14? Did you say
15?
15? It does not make it.
Oh.
Finish her.
Then we gotta take out Shadow Weirdo.
Yeah.
14 points of damage.
Would you like to describe it, or would you like me to?
Go ahead, please.
This beam of light comes down again onto the Shadow Kaori that's prone. It sears into this mist and almost starts to dissolve it. It breaks apart and flies and floats into the air. As each of you, I'll go ahead and remove you from combat for the time being.
Okay.
As each of you stand on the ceiling, you notice this mist continuing to congeal and almost make a liquid out of this black oozy liquid on these stalagmites or stalactites. They're just now on the
Yeah.
reverse gravity door.
Pointy things from ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hold on. Who is making the ground now? The ceiling.
That guy.
Where?
And I point straight at the dude on the other side of the room.
As you see him, he pulls his fist back down. And
We're gonna flip.
And you all take an additional 5 damage as you pull it back down to the ground.
This is my least favorite ride.
Would any of you like to try to grab a stalactite?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and do a cool landing because I have acrobatics. Can I make an acrobatics check to land?
Go ahead and give me a dex saving throw.
A natural 20.
You dexterously.
Actually, I don't take any of that fall damage. I just realized because I have slow fall as a monk.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
you can remove the damage from before as well.
Okay.
You can take half damage, so rounding up, that's 3. Okay. As you dexterously land on your feet, you can feel the pain of falling 30 feet. Kaori, what was your dex saving throw?
5.
You grab on and seem to grab the stalactite, and you just can't really get a grip.
With my natural 20, can I catch her to prevent her from taking more damage as she falls and hits the ground?
I will let you remove 3 of hers, but you take full damage.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm beating
So you'll only take 3 damage as you get caught. However, this black goop is on both of your hands, and you can see it just slowly drift and drift until it flies off your finger and kind of starts heading towards a certain spot in the room. From the stalactites on the ceiling, drips come down and land in these various spots and start to congeal.
I don't like this. Those things are going to turn into something. I just know it.
Yeah, I set Kaori down, once I catch her and I set her down. And I look at wherever the guy is that's, doing all the magic stuff. Is he within range? Can I, run up to him and, be like,
He's a significant ways away. He's probably over 100 feet down the same chamber. As you look down there, now you kind of have a better vision. There seems to be the pile of Kinku bodies that have been ignited that some of the Kinku are using for cover. Mm-hmm. You probably see 30 or 40 other Kinku in battle currently with him. Every once in a while you see a few vines come and wrap around different Kinku and just crush them. There's also a shield wall that another set of Kinku are hiding behind. Further in the chamber, in the far distance, you see a large cavern kind of open up and this little path that seems to go along it.
He's 100 feet away?
He's probably about 100.
I can move 90 if I spend my action, bonus action, and movement. Do we want to catch up to him?
I mean, you'll be by yourself because I can't move 90.
Yeah, I can move. I can move 90 actually with my my movement and bonus action.
I don't want him to get away.
He actively is not really trying to get away. It looks like he's mostly trying to kill the Kinku.
I see the captain about to take off, and I'm just like, wait a second. This might be a chance for us to sneak past. He's got tunnel vision. He's attacking this Kenku. There's a little path right over there. We could sneak by.
Fine. Let's just... Oh, I want to go after him so bad. Okay, let's go.
Do you even know who this guy is?
No, but he made the way the world works upside down.
Yeah, he did flip us onto our heads. That was not fun.
I will allow you guys to make history checks to try to identify what this person is.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Ooh, okay. History checks. Nat 20, baby!
Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to just gonna do it.
For a total of 23.
I got a nat 20. I got a nat 22!
Oh
So yeah, we know him. We know who he is. We know his mother. We know...
I don't know about the rest of you. Do you want to tell me what you got?
Let's all get nat 20s. Let's do it.
I also rolled a 9.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I was about to lose it.
How did you do, Kaori?
I didn't roll, but
Okay.
please go ahead.
So the two of you, without a doubt, know who this is. A shadow figure of a past pirate lord. Pirate Lord Elroy.
No.
However, you never seem to have heard him having scars from some sort of tentacle on him before.
Right, yeah. It doesn't make any sense. It's Elroy, but it's not.
And I will also give you that he seems to be throwing around things that are beyond your comprehension of what you could currently do, as far as spells go.
Oh, jeez. So he's like throwing past, just out of context, he's throwing like past level 9 spells, or?
No,
He's going Super Saiyan.
But they're up there.
Yeah, okay. So extremely high level spells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we go up against this thing, whatever it is, the Shadow Elroy, we're gonna get creamed.
It's never stopped me before.
I mean...
Start walking down the, running down the path that Solarum pointed out.
Okay, so we're avoiding him.
What would the two of you like to do?
I'm following along with them. I'm following my captain.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay.
But for stealthing, I got disadvantage.
So you all start heading towards him. This chamber seems to come a little tighter and a little tighter, to where on either side of you there's this flaming pile of Kinku.
Ugh, man.
A mass of Kinku that are attempting to do battle with this figure. There's the shield wall on the other side. If you get around the wall of dead bodies, the mound of dead bodies,
Ugh.
you can kind of make your way over to this path along the edge. Are you wanting to stealth? How are you wanting to get past him?
I think
I
stealthing
say sneak.
is, if we need to, then we can jump out guns a-blazing, but start with stealth, if possible.
Absolutely.
I'm going to stay fourth in line.
Okay. How close are you going to go together?
20-ish feet apart, maybe, stagger a little bit.
Stagger a bit.
Okay. Who's going first?
I guess I'll lead the way.
Okay.
I seem to be doing okay, so let's do this. That's going to be a 15.
15 is your stealth.
Yeah.
You manage to weave around this mass of bodies, and you see several Kinku that were hiding kind of get startled at seeing you. However, they squeak and kind of try to hide deeper and try to avoid combat. You manage to get a little bit further and find this kind of crack that you can hide yourself in, about halfway in between where you were and the long pathway around this kind of chamber. As you look out, you see 4 Kinku starting to run along the chamber. And as you peek out a little further, there's an exit that almost seems like it's covered in an oily membrane. You know how, when you see an oil slick, how it rainbows out the light? It's almost like that rainbow of a membrane.
Yeah.
You see 2 of them go through. One of the 2 immediately falls over, but the other one continues on. However, the rest of them get grabbed by these vines and pulled into the abyss down below. Who is next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go forward. Okay, I think it was 8. I'm gonna use my inspiration on top of that I have. Cool. Okay. So, 16.
16. Okay. You manage to find your way over and into that same crevice where you can hide about halfway in between. Who would like to go next?
I say after you, Kaori.
Do you want to give me that?
What am I supposed to roll?
A stealth check?
16.
You easily punch through and dart in and find this little crevice in between. You ready, Riesling?
I'm ready. Let's.
Clang, 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 clang.
Oh, it's a 14 and a 13, so 13.
Nice.
Not as bad as it could have been.
Not as bad.
As you start to walk, you get past this pile of bodies, and your chainmail or plate mail clinks a little bit, and you see him turn and look at you, and again this vine punctures the ground and wraps around you, grabbing you and tosses you.
Great. Bring it.
I pre-rolled all these because there was a lot of stuff. You take 26 damage as you are thrown across the chamber, and you land up against the wall, against this long chamber. You see two other tentacles wrap around people at the same time as you as they're thrown about.
I'm down to 2 hit points.
Oh, jeez. Do you still have Twilight Tincture up?
I think
It's only
that's
lasts for a
back.
minute.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Okay.
wait.
Yeah, so it was only good for combat.
Oh, jeez. I don't have anything for healing, guys.
I mean, I can heal myself, but am I still grappled or?
No, you've just been thrown up against a wall.
Okay. I'm burning through these spells, guys. Let's hope there's no more fights.
Well, you said it only lasted for a minute. We were only in like 4 rounds of combat.
I think it's also a specific place.
Okay.
Well, it follows me.
It follows
Oh.
her. And so she could have been getting 10 hit points if we would have played out all those rounds, or does the spell
Well,
just
they don't
end?
stack. You just
You just
they
get
don't-
the
Yeah,
you just
you-
like
a new chance to roll the
refresh
max
it at
each
the end.
time.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, did you have the temp hit points still?
I actually didn't roll for that last round, so let me just do that real quick. So that would have been 7, so I'll just add 7 back.
Yeah, so you're at
Okay.
9 hit points.
So I have 9 hit points.
Solarum, I'm going to go back to
Still don't
you.
like that.
You are in this little nook. You can see about halfway in between where that membrane is. Is where Riesling has fallen. Beyond her is this little path along the edge of the void. What would you like to do?
So Riesling's down. Like on the other side of the...
Yeah, she's currently prone.
Okay, but she is on the other side of the path.
She is basically right next to where this path starts.
Okay, so she at least she got hucked like towards the goal.
Yeah, in the direction we're going.
Okay, I'm gonna try and sneak out and get Riesling, like get my head under her arm and like lift her up. I'm still going slow though.
Okay.
So, do you need me to roll another
Absolutely.
stealth check or?
Give me a stealth check.
10.
As you do so, 8 Kinku run at this individual.
Mm-hmm.
He sees them, and he seems to see you.
Oh no.
They come up to him to slash,
Uh-huh.
and he disappears and fades almost into mist.
Oh jeez. Okay.
You see this mist fly by you, and you feel pain slash against you. You take 11 damage, which is pretty low.
For 5
and-
Kinku slashing at the same
And then that mist proceeds to go forward, and you see it pass by several other Kinku, and they as they fall, and almost fall into pieces.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So I've been seen. I'll.
But you are able to proceed.
Yeah, I'll pick up Riesling, and I'm gonna use the half speed essentially to get us another 20 feet
Absolutely.
closer to the tunnel.
I mean, you can also use your action if you want to kind of like go a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'll use my action, and that'll put us 60 feet.
You're able to get up to the edge of this membrane. If you'd like to go into it, you can.
Can I piece together what happened with the previous Kenku since I saw them?
You can actually see them. Well, I mean, some of them are in the pit, but the one, as you look through this membrane, you see a number of Kinku.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually seem like they're like almost in a state of sleep or stasis that are on the ground, where some others, you can see them kind of in the chamber a little bit further.
Okay. I turned to Riesling and I'm like, "Are you ready?"
Well, let me punch us up a little first.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
Quick little injection.
All right.
Are the other two within 30 feet of me?
They're not, but I'm going to go ahead and go over to them real fast if you don't mind.
Okay.
So I'm just
going to do a healing spell for me and Solarum then.
All right, Brady.
Okay. I make a... Are we sort of in like timey-wimey? Like, what is the...
I'm kind of dealing with each of these as kind of like a round. As you try to escape, you have one chance to stealth by or be seen.
Okay. I am going to make a minor illusion of myself. Like, obviously hiding behind a rock or something, but like in the opposite direction that I'm in.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and stealth.
Absolutely. I'll go ahead and take it with advantage.
Okay. 19 on the die, so 23.
You easily slide past, and if you'd like to, you can get that extra movement to catch up to the rest of them. Kaori, it's you. What do you do?
I'll stealth forward again.
Okay, give me that roll.
19.
Nice.
Once again, you easily dart past as lightly footed as your kitsune, the fox would be. Is there anything special that you'd like to do, or are you just going to move ahead towards the rest of the group?
Yeah, I'm just moving ahead.
Okay, absolutely. The whole party has kind of reached this membrane. Mm-hmm. As you look back, this shadow Elroy continues to grab individuals and pull them into the pit. How would you like to proceed?
Real quick. Now that the party's all back together, I am going to cast that healing, and everyone's going to get 16 points back.
Okay, wonderful.
Mm-hmm. But that was my last second level.
I'm almost at full, so that was good.
You're welcome.
Cool.
All right.
So we see this shadowy Elroy.
Back behind you.
Back behind us. And we're into this new area.
Yeah.
Scoping it out, what is going on in this new area? Like, who all is...
You can't see too far into this chamber, but almost this golden light is coming through it. The black mist doesn't seem to be further in this chamber. But about 5 or 10 feet, you do see a number of Kinku that seem to have just fallen asleep or gone into stasis right on the other side of the membrane.
Is there a way to, like, is there, like, a door that we can close for the membrane, or a way to, like, block the path, or is it just, like, an open tunnel?
It's like an open hole, as if, like, a soap bubble is stretching across this entrance.
Okay.
Dude, does any of our magic users have the ability to unmagic the magic?
As Kaori looks at it, looking at it with her vision, it almost seems like a pure white light that's coming from this membrane. And with that magical vision, you're not able to see past this membrane whatsoever. It's only with your normal vision that you're able to see in.
And can you maybe unmagic it, Captain?
I can dispel, but that would be my last. I can cast
I don't
dispel
really know
magic,
if
but
it's
that's my
worth
last
it.
3rd level spot. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's fine.
All right, we can.
I put my hand into the membrane.
I was about to
Alright.
say, have we even tried touching it?
As you can feel this like cold like layer pass through your fingers, just almost like a hair thin, but ice cold. But you seem to be able to pass through it relatively well with just your hand.
Feels weird. Feels cold, but still have a hand.
Is it painful?
It's uncomfortable.
All right.
I walk the west. I start pushing the rest of the way through to see what's on the other side.
I'll follow in after.
Okay.
I'll just book it through.
Okay. I assume you follow as well. And
Yep.
that is where we're going to take a break.
Before I find out what happens.
Yeah, before you find out what happens, thank you for tuning in. We will be back in 15 or so minutes.
All right.
Thank you for joining us, and we will see you shortly.
All right.
And welcome back to the high seas of Kal'add for the second half of our last episode of this season. Some quick announcements, as always. We will have yet another adventuring party game next Sunday. We will also have a Pride Monster of the Week game on the 30th. So if you are interested, please go ahead and tune in to those. Yeah, so let's hop back into it. As each of you reach into this filmy layer membrane, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Right.
Am I good at those? Not the worst.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm good.
16.
21.
9.
Oh no!
I'm having a great time.
Oh jeez.
So, the two of you go through it, and you feel a little drowsy for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then you seem to shake it off, and you get to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
You see Kaori start to fall asleep, but almost freeze over into a stasis.
Oh no.
Riesling.
Yeah?
You start to fall unconscious.
Oh no.
And you feel this little pain, almost like biting, on your face.
Little cutie.
It wiggles, and you barely hold on to consciousness as little cutie falls off your face.
Can I catch him? Can I, reach out and try to cradle him in my hands?
You can reach out and you can grab him, and he convulses, seeming like he's convulsing in pain as he is passed through this membrane.
Do I have any of the blood left?
Yeah, of course.
Don't judge me. I'm going to take out a vial, put some on my finger, and I'm going to put it on, try to, feed him. I'm like, don't stay with me, buddy. Stay with me.
It absorbs into him, and you can see it kind of gather a little bit of strength. But still, it seems like some sort of greater magic is affecting little cutie.
You gotta say it.
I don't know what to do, guys. He was my friend.
You could throw him back through the membrane the way we came. He seemed to be better on the other side of it.
You want me to throw him?
Well, that's just it set him gently across on the other side.
You said throw.
Riesling, maybe this magic was some sort of forced divergence. So you guys aren't linked anymore necessarily, but you could still be a separate. You could keep him in maybe a little bottle of shark blood water or something. And
like Jordan keeps his.
Exactly, yeah, and just kind of keep him separate. And this way, if anything were to happen, like what happened with Kaori falling unconscious. Oh shoot! And I run back and I grab Kaori and try and pull her the rest of the way through.
Mm-hmm.
And is there any resistance or anything like that?
Not necessarily. There's no resistance from the membrane.
Okay. So I'm gonna prop her up against the wall.
Is she okay?
I don't know. She just passed out. Maybe we could. I could try and carry her the rest of the way.
No, that might get dangerous.
All right.
We could. Here, and I try and move some rocks and stuff to try and set her. And I get the sleeping roll out of my bag, out of my pack, and I set her down on it and cover her. And I was she's just sleeping,
idea.
right?
I grabbed some dirt and kind of pack it into the bottom there to make it look like a natural rock formation. I don't know. She just fell over.
But she's like,
I don't know what to
I
do.
put my hand up to like her nose and mouth, and she's like breathing, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because of the eye, like the way that he popped off, but
Right.
it can't separate from her because it's
Right. It can't.
her eye.
It can't. Oh man. She was worried. I was gonna do that. Okay. I'll go ahead and I just leave a little marking of what looks like the Rin Raiden symbol, and then just like a little arrow that marks that we went that way down the path.
I'll leave her a note that's just like, Kiora, you passed out. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to wake you, but you look really peaceful. So we went this way, and if you can catch up with us again, we're going to be over here. Hopefully we're not dead. Yours truly, Bella, with like a little heart. Should I like put it in like a pocket of hers or
And
something?
we expect you to copy that down exactly so that we can pass it on later.
As you kind of look at her, if you open her eyes a little bit, you'll notice that the eye that was there before is back to normal.
So maybe it's like backlash, like she went unconscious from backlash.
But I'll give you a little bit more information about this chamber as you start to look around. This chamber is not just almost, it is a treasure hoard. A mass of different gold and exactly the kind of things that might lure various adventurers down here. Swords and weapons.
Whoa.
And the pathway leads up and kind of goes up and up and up to the center of this chamber. On the center is this dais, sitting empty currently. However, Magistrate Lawrence is currently crawling up the dais, bleeding out from a wound he has taken previously. The chamber above you is a star that comes to a center with all sorts of little carved eyes that are closed in the ceiling.
Can I see what Magistrate Lawrence is trying to, like, suss out what Magistrate Lawrence is trying to do somehow?
Yeah, absolutely. He currently is holding a large stone, and it looks like he's trying to get it to the top of this dais.
Do I recognize the stone?
I would like to remind Riesling that you had a vision of this place once before.
Oh, this is the same place.
Oh.
This is where you had a vision of you placing a stone on a dais and finally receiving the clout that you wished and you hoped for from the Order of Kai.
I remember.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just gonna be like, I've seen this place before.
You have? When?
I've dreamt it. I've seen it in my mind. When Lil Cutie, that's what I call her, and I hold up Lil Cutie.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sometimes I would have visions, and I saw this place, and it was the Life Stone, correct? I had the Life Stone, and I put it up there. And in these visions, I had the Life Stone, and when I put it up there, and it was smiling at me, and everything was okay. But we don't have the Life Stone, and
Right. Yeah. And
Little Cutie is still wiggling around in pain in your hands.
I'm gonna put Little Cutie in what remains of the vial of blood. I'm assuming they're small enough, and I'm gonna cork it, and I'm gonna be like, I promise, I'm gonna find a way to save you, just like you saved me.
Right.
And I'll stash them away in my pouch.
Okay.
So he's walking up.
Fascinating.
He's more crawling, but yeah.
Right. So deja vu. Magistrate Lawrence, whatever he is up to up there, probably should not be a thing.
I
What
take out
is
my
he
bow
holding?
and I shoot him in the back.
Just pin him in place.
Absolutely. You launch this arrow and it hits into him, and you see him just like teeter and fall and lie still.
I'm going to book it towards him. Just like full on step of the wind.
Absolutely.
180 feet for the round, straight up to him.
Yeah.
Dang!
You go as fast,
That's ridiculous.
like a blur of wind, up to Magistrate Lawrence, and you can see him sputter as kind of the last of what energy that he had leaves him.
Well, that's one less evil in the world. And one completed contract. And I swipe the life stone and just put it.
The moment that you touch it,
yeah,
pain shoots up your arm.
Even
as you look into it, the stone that was once filled with life and a bright red has gone black.
It's a death stone.
Shoot. Well, nobody should be getting a hold of this. I'll, instead of touching it, I'm gonna like put my bag over it, and then I'm just gonna like shuffle it underneath and like zip it tight so I'm not touching it directly.
Absolutely.
If he's here,
And then I'm gonna tie it to my belt.
then
The ground shakes and moves below you.
Can I check to see if he has any marks like low cutie on him anywhere? I'm like rolling his sleeves up, like on.
Me?
No,
Or
not on
Magistrate
you.
Lawrence?
On yeah.
Lawrence. Okay.
He
On
doesn't.
Lawrence.
He does not seem to have any sort of marks or indications that he was marked by Alithai like you were.
I'm confused. How would he know to put the stone up there unless he saw it in a vision? Like,
Well,
unless...
didn't you and Kaori find him? Didn't you guys get attached to this whole thing in his manor?
Yeah, I mean, it was in his like office. Maybe he just like talks to it normally. He didn't like subcontract out.
That's true. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he had some way of resisting it.
is he the only one in here?
We didn't look around.
There's a number of different Kinku. Most of them are passed out.
What about Luna or Elroy?
They
didn't follow.
Well,
us.
Elroy was still in the other chamber on the other side of the room.
Shadowy form, though.
Yeah.
Does that mean that like he actually has to be here because like we had shadow forms, but they mimicked us, right?
Yeah. Well,
So does that
not
mean
necessarily because there was you or there was Riesling and there was Kiori, but that third form was not me.
Was Luna?
That was Luna, and you didn't have
Go ahead and give me a history check,
a form. Okay.
or maybe a religion, whichever
check?
one you'd like.
I can. Let's do religion. I've got a little bit more religion than history. So. That's a nat one. You go in the. I don't like that.
8.
Ooh, that is. Do I get to choose history or religion also?
Sure.
I'll go religion because that's the plus. That's a 21.
Nice.
You've heard of curses that steal a little bit of the person that has been cursed, a little bit of their soul. You feel like this is likely a chamber that, as pieces of certain individuals were taken away, they coalesced as shadow forms in that chamber.
Like a soul refinement chamber.
This is my mouth moving as I'm telling these things that you just said.
Mm.
I said exactly that.
It's like that mushroom tar stuff. Like you take the big, like a huge amount of mushrooms, and then you like condense it and refine it and condense it and refine it. Eventually, you got the glow tar. Nasty stuff, man. This is evil. Like all of this is.
Does he have anything on him?
Evil.
Also, is he like dead?
Loot the body.
Yeah, he is dead.
Oh,
Dead.
whoops. I didn't mean to do that.
You feel like he probably would have died anyways. It's just you sped it up a little.
Does he have anything on him, like letters, missives,
diary?
Like, here is my diary. Here's my secret evil plan.
There's no secret evil plan attached to him.
Darn.
You do find some missives with various symbols of like the starfish on them, but most of them seem almost like trade missives. You do find a receipt for the stone for 100,000 gold pieces bought.
Well, we know where it went.
Jeez, oh, Pete. That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Okay.
And it's worth more returned. I guarantee you.
But, like, it looks broken.
It does. But I was contracted 1 lifestone. And as corrupted
Does that even
as
still
it may
count
be,
as a life stone?
as corrupted as it may be, this is the stone that left.
As you
My
talk, the chamber shakes once again.
Okay,
maybe we should get out of here.
Yeah, we should leave.
But, okay, so he was trying to put it on the pedestal, right? So that's bad. We
Yes.
don't want to
Yes.
put it on the pedestal. But
Right.
you had a dream where you put it on the pedestal and that was good.
But the dream was from Althai.
Okay, so maybe bad.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
bad.
they probably
bad.
wanted me to think it was
Okay,
good
let's get
for bad
the
reasons.
heck out of here.
Right. We book
Look
it.
for exits.
As you start to move, well, the only exit is back through this membrane.
Right.
Good, we have to get Curie anyway.
So as you book and start to leave the chamber itself shakes back and forth.
Like it doesn't want us to leave.
Above you, the eyes open,
No.
and at the center of
No.
this star, the cracks open up, and you see almost a black hole as it starts to suck, and you feel the wind go up towards the hole at the very paramount point of this chamber. Your vision starts to fade as you fall into stasis.
All of us?
All of us?
All of you.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Each of you find yourself kind of shaking awake as if you're out on sea once again. The pain of hunger pierces into each of you.
Oh, jeez.
Time has passed. How much, you're not sure. But as you roll over, waking up from a deep, deep sleep, that same large ceiling above you seems like it's maybe a little bit further. You hear the crack of stone off in the distance as the ceiling proceeds to raise a little bit more and a little bit more. Out of the edges of the star, they open up just a little bit wider, and little, not so little, tentacles, ciliae come down, thousands of them, as it pushes the ceiling further and further away. Cracking from above is heard. Once again, the eyes open up and stare at you, and this mouth, the star, opens up. The vortex sucks again, and you feel yourself get sucked towards it. Go ahead and make a dex saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Choose the dice carefully. Oh, don't be a bad dice.
Use one last inspiration to inspire myself.
Okay, here we go. I think I'm good.
Actually, I haven't been rolling so hot. I want to use the tower. Can I use the tower?
Use the tower.
Okay.
Bree, you can roll for her.
Okay.
I'm using the tower.
12 on the die for you,
Okay,
Riesling.
thank you.
Okay, so I got an 18 plus 7.
Okay.
So 25,
So
I think.
you grab onto a numerous amount of gold as you try to scramble, and you seem to just get sucked up as you can't grab anything. But luckily, just like the gravity that reversed before, you are able to reorientate yourself as you're sucked through this portal. And as you look down, you see sand. And you crash into the ground, rolling without taking any damage, landing in sand as you look around you. What did you get?
13.
You two are sucked into this vortex. You also find yourself falling towards sand. However, you don't make such a good landing.
No.
You take 4 damage as you hit the sand hard and kind of sink into it deeply. What was your total?
Just 12.
You two do not quite make the greatest hit, and you take 4 damage as well as you land into the sand. As each of you look around, you don't see anybody else. The others are not there with you. You are all alone in the desert. The blue sky almost unbroken above you, besides that one vortex.
So it looks like a giant starfish is like hovering over us, like Godzilla.
And that's what was happening before.
Like
now
a ceiling fan.
You've been sucked through a vortex, and all that's left is a little vortex in the sky.
So it like sucked us, it like ate us, and then shot us out into a desert island.
Who says it's an island?
Onto a desert, into a desert.
That is an adequate description of what has happened. Bree, as Captain Bella Bones looks up into the sky, you still feel the wind going towards this vortex like you did before. As you look into this vortex, this round circle in the sky, you see it move over, drifting. You see the city of Stormbreak Harbor with thousands of tentacles coming down and grabbing people and destroying buildings until it gets out over the ocean. And you see your galleon and your crew.
I have a message in a bottle.
Okay.
And it has my, I put my, little, I get out one of the many papers of my wanted poster. Mm-hmm. And I just say, in desert, send help. And I chuck it as fast as I can into that vortex.
So descriptive.
And you put it in a bottle?
Yep.
The bottle flies up into the air, and you see it kind of slowly lose out speed until it hits the vortex, and then it starts speeding up again as it falls down and crashes on the deck of the ship. The ship's crew, the familiar faces, look over as this bottle has fallen out of the giant starfish Alethtai. And that is where we're gonna end for this season. For
the season?
No, you can't do this to me!
Oh, man.
Little cutie!
You pull out little cutie, and he's wiggling around a little bit.
Oh, I thought we were going to have to play, the bugle taps for a second there.
No, that is my new goal in life. I am bringing back little cutie, and I'm freeing them from Alethtai.
Yay.
So that will conclude this season. We will be taking a break for a little while for us to prepare and get things ready for upcoming episodes. Thank you for tuning in. Again, we have next Sunday and Pride Monster of the Week on the 30th.
Is there going to be anything happening with the Kal'add Discord between that time?
Absolutely. Well, they will be. Hopefully pretty soon they will see that message, and it might be good if you get a second just to write it and send it to our DM over there so you can give it to all of them.
Cool.
They will be questing to find out where the heck you guys went.
We don't even know.
It's true.
Yep. So
crazy.
I think that is just about it. Thank you all for tuning in.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. Good job, everybody.
Mm-hmm.